So in this video we'll be talking about some of the recent updates to the CAD3D module in MyCNC software, which is responsible for generating pipes. So here we are in our profile. We'll go into CAD3D and we'll make this new pipe, maybe 5 inches in diameter. So first thing first, you can already see a new feature of CAD3D, which is this chuck. It's a visualization of where the chuck is on the machine, and it's very useful because, for instance, if we do change the pipe rotation, it can be along X or Y now. We can also change the chuck position, to be on the left or the right of the pipe. Now let's say we keep it as is here, and we'd like to demonstrate a new feature with the cutouts. So let's say we add a new cutout. Previously you could already do circles and rectangles, so perhaps we had a circle of radius 2 and it was positioned maybe 3 inches down the length of the pipe. You could do something similar with a square, but now we have 2 more types of cutouts added, which are this rectangle with rounded corners and the line. So the line is the simpler of the two. It has less features. You have the length of the line, the rotation angle, the position on the pipe, and the position angle. So here it's just going to do a simple cut from this point to this point. Now if we're going to go into this feature here, which is the new rectangle with rounded corners, we also have all the basic settings. So let's say maybe we will make it 1.5 by maybe 2 inches. We can set the corner radius, maybe 0.3, rotation angle, depth. We can either cut just the top portion or we can cut through the pipe. And here we also have a new feature which is also available in the other cutouts, which is the array, which is something I'd like to focus on here. So array allows you to easily duplicate this cutout. It was already reserved in CAD3D before, but it wasn't usable. Now we've added this feature to save you the trouble of having to manually add this cutout over and over again if you'd just like to repeat it on this pipe. So for instance, let's say that we'd like to make perhaps 5 of these. Let's say we'd like to make an offset of perhaps 2 inches, and we can already see that we have a number of them here. Maybe actually let's change that to 3. Offset Y will offset on the Y-axis, so a lot of the time you'll see that, let's say maybe you can offset a 1, that we have it actually going outside the pipe, so it's not very useful in our particular example. But maybe we'd like to rotate this around the pipe. Maybe we'll set an offset or the array angle of perhaps 20. So now we can see that it is being rotated. And of course we can still do the same thing with, for instance, the circles or the regular rectangles or the line. And now once that's all done, we can import this as usual, and we'll see this file inside the main screen of MyCNC. That's all for now. Stay tuned for further updates, and we'll see you in the next video.